Good afternoon. This is Lady V from the Authentic You Life Coaching Service, coming to you live from Georgia. Just want to give a shout out to Director Extraordinaire, DJ Marlon. Also want to give a shout out to one of the most awesome young lady on this side of the world, Sammy Love. She's producer in studio with me tonight, and we might not have our regular musical interlude because DJ Marlon is on the road, but we're going to make do and we're going to have some fun tonight. But before the fun starts, I want to talk to you about neighbors. I want to talk to you about our neighbors. And the Bible said we should love our neighbors as ourselves. And for the folks listening who are not Bible folks, I want you to still love everybody you meet as if they were your brother, as if you were loving yourself. Because I have to kind of take a step back when I think about my neighbors, because 6.5 years in my neighborhood, I probably know 4 of my neighbors' name. And that's not a good thing, because I really am supposed to love my neighbor as myself. And my neighbor doesn't just mean the people who I live next to. They're the people I meet in every walk of life, in the store, on the street, wherever, whenever. My neighbors are special people. And tonight, because the holiday season is coming up, I want to start by asking everyone listening to give special support or special prayer to some of the people I'm going to talk about. Like, my neighbors are the parents of the children in St. Jude's Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee. And this is the time of year when we get these little envelopes with these little faces of these little beautiful angelic children who are sick. And this holiday season, I'm asking everyone listening to put aside that little bit, you know, that $5, $10, and just send it down to Memphis, Tennessee, to St. Jude's Hospital, just to help those children, those parents, because they are our neighbors. My neighbors are the mothers in Haiti who are melting bouillon in water and mixing it with mud and putting it in the sun to dry so their children can eat. And tonight, no mother should have to do that. No mother should have to sit and watch her child starve. No child should have to eat mud. So tonight I'm asking everyone who's listening to reach out to our neighbors, those mothers in Haiti. Not only are they our neighbors, but they're our sisters. So tonight, do what you can for the children in Haiti who are eating melted bouillon in water mixed with dirt before they go to bed at night. My neighbor is the homeless man, as a matter of fact, the homeless men and women who went to war for our countries and are back broken with no home or jobs. We pass them on the street every day, and a lot of time when we pass them, we tend to cross to the other side. But this holiday season, I'm asking that you reach out. A kind word, some clothing, some shoes, some money, whatever you can do to help. Our neighbors really need us. And those homeless men and women are our neighbors. My neighbors are women and children in African countries who are being raped and killed. My neighbors are women in the Middle East who cannot use one of the most awesome gifts that God has given us, their own free will, because men make the decisions as to how they should live. And women in this country, you know, we utilize our free will in all different ways. We can't even imagine how these women live. So tonight we might not be able to do financial offerings for these women, but we can do financial offerings. We can do prayer offering, I'm sorry. So let us make conscious decisions to pray for the women and children in our African countries, to pray for the women in the Middle East who cannot choose who they want to marry, who cannot wear what they want to wear, who don't have a lot of the privileges and the benefits that we have, to use our free will, because they are our neighbors. My neighbor is my sister on the street walking or driving home, but doesn't want to go because of an abusive spouse. Could be male, could be female. We tend to think that a lot of abusive situations, the abuser is male, and a lot of times that's not the case. The abuser sometimes are females. So for my sister listening who knows another sister or another brother who doesn't want to go home at the end of the day because of an abusive situation, reach out, give a hug, give some advice, help with a solution. Talk to your sister and tell her that she doesn't have to live in that situation, because she's your neighbor and she's my neighbor. And if I don't know her personally, then my prayers are with her. My neighbor is that wife who is staying with a cheating, unsupporting husband because she thinks God won't provide if she leaves him. My sister, God will provide if you leave. God will provide for you, for the children. He will take care of all your needs. As the good book says, he takes care of the birds. They don't even work, and yet they eat every day. He will take care of you. My neighbors are those young girls who are giving away their body, beauty, and youth way too early because they don't feel loved. So for all the mothers and fathers listening tonight, for all the aunts and uncles, for all the cousins, for all the girlfriends, for all the grandparents, everyone who is listening, look at our beautiful, talented youth, young girls and young boys who are out there feeling that they're not worthy to be loved, feeling that if they don't give their body away, then no one will love them. Tonight I ask you to reach out to these young neighbors. Give a word of encouragement. Speak into them. Tell them how much they're loved. Show them how much they're loved. That they can do awesome things with their lives because they are loved. My neighbors are young people, male and female, in schools all across the world who are being bullied and feel they cannot speak out. Again, for the parents, for the friends, for the relatives listening who know that this is happening and can't do anything about it because the young one, the child, thinks that they will be bullied more, speak out. Talk to somebody, because our children are in danger. Some of them are committing suicide. Some of them are overeating. Some of them are smoking way too early, drinking way too early. Not that they should smoke or should drink, okay? But they're doing it way too early because they're running away and they're hiding from what's happening in their lives. So I'm asking all my neighbors listening tonight to reach out to our youth. Talk to them. Be big brothers, be big sisters. Talk to them, speak into them, love them, comfort them, let them know how wonderful they are, how loved they are, and that they can turn to us, their elders, for advice and protection and love. My neighbors are the drug dealers who, if we are good neighbors, might turn around and they themselves become good neighbors. My neighbors are the car thieves, the pickpockets, the rapists, the abusers, the sad and lonely, the depressed, the abused, the forgotten, the self-forsaken human beings who stepped off their paths for whatever reasons and started to walk in the shadow and in the darkness instead of the light. For these neighbors, we got to pray. We got to meet them halfway and show them the light. We have to talk to them. We have to tell them. We have to